Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where we have all of our states created, at long last. Now, we're also going to have rebel uprisings soon. I'm not too concerned about that. The Roman liberty desire is pretty high. We're going to work on that for a bit here. We need to improve relations with them. I mean, overall, the liberty desire is obviously going to be super high. And the reason for that is, of course, because we are currently at 14,637 out of 825 governing cap. Actually, that's not changing our vassal unhappiness. Interesting. I thought it was, but no, it is not. So that's good. Our advisor costs are up 1,674.2%, and our improved relations are going to be challenging. Our core creation cost, very high. Our aggressive expansion impact, incredibly high. So obviously we need to work on our governing cap. There's no doubt about that one. We have taken back, actually we want to be in political mode, there we go. We've taken back this territory over here. We're working on capping it back. We are fully expecting to have rebel uprisings very soon, and we're going to work on upgrading basically literally all of these monuments. That's what we're going to spend our money on for the time being, and we're going to have plenty of money to do that for now. Yes, Cornwall has been occupied by the Bizarro Ottomans. Cool. So we're currently making quite a lot of gold, and we're going to make even more gold. As all of this autonomy starts drifting down, that's going to be huge. Actually, it did automatically drop down to like 20. And it is going up right now due to crown land ownership. But that's fine. We do need to seize land. We can actually do that right now, except that would cause rebellions. And we probably shouldn't. So we're going to gain some loyalty here from our estates. And I think we're going to have to go for the nobility here. We kind of can't take this over. Religion in Martaban. I mean, that we can do. Okay, so where is Martaban? We'll sort by name and scroll all the way down to Martaban. I think I passed it, but Martaban. There we go. We'll get that done in 20 months. Sounds good. So we are going to have rebellions here soon. That is obviously going to happen. So there's one way out over here. That's a little awkward for us, but I guess it's fine. What do they have for 7 and 3? Okay. I think we're going to send this force here to do it. So off we go. We'll arrive there in the eventual times. We can also upgrade another great project, and that will be this one right here. Although that's our naval force limit. I don't want to do that just yet. Prestige from land battles, I don't really care about that right now. Those are the only two. Okay. We'll take the prestige. That'll be fine. Fantastic. There will, of course, be more of these. There's Roman particularists up over this way. That is not particularly threatening, if I'm honest. So we're going to head on over there. It'll take us a little bit to get there, but that's fine. We may miss those rebels, but for right now, we'll see what we get done there. And we do need to bump up our crownland. That is incredibly obvious at this point. That's going to be a bit of a long-term grind to get our crownland up. We can select a naval doctrine, but we're not concerned about that at this moment. So we do definitely want to get nobility land rights in here. Right. We put aristocratic counselors in there. What was the other one that we put in? Oh, we do have nobility land rights. I thought we had already done that. So Mobed's land rights would be the next one that we would do. We can continue to convert. And I want to sort by unity here. These are all literally no unity. So it's all not very rounded. That's for sure. One thing that we're definitely going to want in our idea groups fairly early on is Humanist Ideas. That's going to be incredibly important, but I want to go... We have a lot of ideas that we want, actually. Bengali Separatists down over here. Okay. I'm going to merge these armies together for the time being. And we'll send them off over that way. They'll arrive here eventually. Okay. we're going to have a lot of rebellions. We knew that this was going to be the case. So we're heading in over here. And those guys are out of here. We will cap this back. Right here. There you go. We'll cap that back. No problem. And we can continue to upgrade this great project. Sounds good. We'll solve this ourselves. Okay. So 44% on the nobility. That will need... Oh, we have an army here. I didn't see that army there. We're going to put this guy in. And we're going to tell these guys, you don't have to come down here anymore. Actually, you can just chill there. That's a decent supply limit. Sounds good. Okay, so we won this fight. We'll cap this back. Excellent. These guys can head back down over this way. That'll be fine. We're still going to have additional rebels. There's no doubt about that. That's always going to be the case for a good long time, in all honesty. But for now, this looks to be reasonably okay. I would like to get a new advisor here. None of these are good. We could retire this advisor and see what we get there. Okay. So obviously these Bengali separatists are going to be vaguely annoying for a little bit. And we may or may not win on this first fight. That's going to be interesting. Kind of depends on how we roll. Their leader is better than ours. Okay, another one down over here. We may want to transport this army over, but we kind of can't. Because Terra Incognita everywhere. That's fine. We knew that our challenges at the beginning of this would be internal. We knew that for a fact. Okay, we're going to head in over here. Okay, more rebels out this direction. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, I think well, we do have the -1 from terrain. That was a decent roll, but it wasn't a good enough roll. Rolling very mediocrely. Okay, we're going to back out of there. I guess we're going this way. And we're going to bring these guys in to here. Cool. That'll be fine. We know that we're going to have these separatists for a good long time. 30 dip power sounds good to me. And, I mean, it'll be a very long time until we get level 5 technology. But that's okay. I wouldn't necessarily mind constructing additional taxation buildings here. Okay, yeah, there's definitely a lot of those that we can do. Boy, this is not speedy. But as we start to work on these, that should improve, as there's fewer in the list. That's the hope, anyway. That is not the speediest of processes, but it will improve our income dramatically. So that should be fine. There we go. We'll just take this down to like 0.3 for now. Actually, that's all we've got for cash. So that'll do. Okay, these guys are replenishing. We are headed down over here. Obviously, we're going to have a lot of rebels. That was always going to be the case. Okay. Yep. All those guys going. I would love to have an advisor that gives us unrest reduction. That would be amazing. Sadly, it's not going to be a thing. Looking at our unrest here, we'll solve it ourselves. Looking at our unrest there, that's going to get eventually better. What's your equilibrium? 46%? Really? Interesting. 46%. Well, we could grant oversight by the Mobeds and bump that equilibrium up to 56%. This one is equilibriumed at 40%. So once again, we could do like free enterprise here. Bump that up to 50.4. And nobility is 59. Okay, so those will drift upward. Cool. This is popping up again. So how long will that be? We'd have to revoke it. That's what it is. We'll solve it ourselves. That will be fine. So these guys are replenishing, but slowly. And these forces are on their way in. We will get that taken care of. That's not really a problem. This is being fought. More down over here. A 30k stack. Okay. That'll be fine. We should consider bringing these up to a full 20 combat width. So we have one extra cavalry here. I'm actually going to split that cavalry off and get rid of it because we have one too many. So actually, we should move them over. We should shift consolidate this and then move out the empty cavalry unit so that we don't lose any manpower here. So that one. We delete that unit and then we bring this up to 16. There we go. Okay. So we won the battle over here. We'll get that capped back. No problem. Yes, they're going to cap down in India. That's to be expected. We're going to get our troops built up over here a bit. And then we're going to cap this territory back. We should probably roll up another leader as well. So we'll get another one here. This guy will do. Ooh, that's a pretty decent maneuver general. I like it. That's pretty good. Okay, more uprisings are brewing. We're not surprised about this, to be clear. We're going to move these guys up over to, like, here. Okay. So these guys are replenishing. They will get there eventually. These guys are capping back, and then they will replenish. Skill 3 Inquisitor is now available. That is cheaper to employ. And I think that that would absolutely be a good thing to do. We would really like to bring up our True Faith provinces. So let's hop into here and see how much it'll cost us. 161.69 monthly. That's a lot. But this guy is the one that's actually half cost. 80 monthly. That we can afford. So we're going to get that extra missionary strength. And we're, of course, going to use that to convert just as quick as we can. We want to go in the fastest provinces possible. Why is this 12 down here? Oh, it's because I'm partway down the list. I'm dumb. There we go. 10 months. Sounds good. So these will actually get us 0.1% unity as well. That looks good. We do need to cap back over this way. And while we're restoring here, we could come up this way and cap. That would be fine. Just double checking that there aren't any rebels out over there. And there aren't. Cool. We can continue to convert, and we will definitely do so. We need to get this conversion done just as quickly as we can to bring up our religious unity. That's going to be very important. We also need to bring up our crownland. That is incredibly important too. But we need the merchant guild to drift upward. And we also need to give them merchant guild land rights. That is going to be very important too. So yeah, that needs to happen. We need to bring up our crownland. Okay, so we're going to bring these guys down over this way. Fantastic. We can also improve our economy a bit here if we want. But honestly, I think we're doing okay for economy right now. What we need to do at this moment is replenish our soldiers and get these armies grouped up a bit so we can come down here and fight these guys. Additional enemies right here mean that we can just swing up there and deal with them. That should not be a problem for us. Cool. Not sure where these guys are going. That's certainly interesting. Okay, they're coming in right here. Well, we'll come reinforce that, just to be on the safe side. More spawned, and where was that? Out here in Africa. So we don't really have anybody that's there right now. I'm going to send this army down there. They're going to take a very long time to get there, but that's unsurprising. Okay, so we're going to win this fight. Cool. Yeah, they're going to continue to take territory over here. We're going to have these guys come out, and we need to replenish some troops here. That is very obvious. I would like to potentially grow all of these up to 16. So we'll go ahead and go through like all of our armies here. This army is marching down, so we'll leave that be for the time being. We could raise up some troops like here and have them waiting. Like that. And then they can just park here for the time being. Okay, these guys definitely want to go to 16 in terms of their infantry. I took that one too far. We'll see about canceling that maybe. These guys are actually reasonably good. There's way too many cavalry here, actually. And we are going to shift consolidate this force. And we're going to split off some of our cavalry units here. We only want 4 cavalry units. These guys are going to form the basis, other than this unit. These guys are going to form the basis of a new force. They can just come down over this way for the time being. And then these guys, we're going to take up to 16. There we go. Cool. So that should get our power level up a little bit. Wonderful. And then we'll get these guys going in a bit here. We'll solve that ourselves. We will solve it soon. We need to get our Crownland up. That is, of course, incredibly important. But in order to do that, we do have to get all of these armies dealt with. So we're going to recruit ourselves some 12 units. No, not 12. Some 16 units here. There was a revolt in Hamburg. That was fully expected. We knew that that was coming in. Cool. We'll solve it ourselves. They keep popping that up, but we will get there. Okay. We're going to move these guys down to here for the time being. And we can continue to convert, which we absolutely need to do. We need to get as much religious unity as we can. This was always how this early game was going to go, for the record. It was always going to be about like this. So this will be fine. We'll get this army raised up over here, and we can convert another province, which we will go ahead and do. Let's see, I just wanted to check to see if we could increase our conversion anymore. We could not. Okay, so these guys are going to make their way down this way so that they're in the same vicinity. And we're going to work on crushing these rebels. There are, of course, going to be more rebels. And I'm going to raise up another army over here. I feel like that is necessary. So we're going to simply recruit ourselves a unit of infantry. Cool. These guys are sieging here. And we're going to head on in right here. Yes, these guys are going to continue to occupy, but we will get that dealt with. And down goes these guys eventually. Okay, more over here. That's reasonably expected. We can upgrade a great project, and we definitely want to do so. +1 merchants, okay. We do want to work on our trade, but right now is not necessarily the biggest of deals. Tech cost and institution spread is really good, so we'll get that going. And let's move on in. We won this battle over here. So that is magnificent. We will now move in over here and bring in both of these forces. We'll get that taken care of. And these guys apparently belong here. We'll send them on in. Okay. I do want to get 4 units of cavalry here and 16 units of infantry here. We needed to wait for a little bit of cash there. There we go. Cool. So that'll do for now. Wave of obscurantism, huh? We don't want that national unrest. Absolutely not right now. That would be really, really bad. We should win this fight, in theory. And these guys can just cap here. That'll be okay. Fantastic. So that fight looks won. Not super decisively, but it is indeed won. We'll send these guys up over this way. These guys will come down here, and we'll just start capping back. They barely have any troops left. Hilarious. Okay, so we're going to move down over here. And of course, there are now our African separatists that we are working on here. We're going to come down with this army, and we do need to get our second army going here. That will be done soon, it looks like. Just waiting on one more unit here. We'll go ahead and stop these guys. I don't love it, but I think we can afford to debase our currency here, and that'll be absolutely fine. I think paying off this corruption is not a big deal for us. So that'll be fine. We are already rooting that out. Yearly legitimacy? Attrition for enemies is good, but that's only in that province, so I don't think so. Culture conversion cost and discipline upgrade. That would actually be pretty good. We'll get that one going. And then this one is that attrition for enemies province. Right. That's that merchants and global trade power. It's just those two. So we're going to go for the merchants and global trade power then. Cool. So we'll get all of this capped back. Now, these are also supposed to be down here. Okay. We'll just send them on down. These guys will head in over this way. And we will take care of that soon enough. In theory. So we're currently negative in cash, and I believe that is because of our rooting out of corruption. That shouldn't last too long, but we want to continue to convert here. Is our rooting out of corruption cost that high? It is. Okay. Fair enough. I'm not too concerned about getting this corruption gone super fast. Do we... We actually drop corruption just passively. So I'm not going to spend money on that right now. That'll be fine. Okay. Sounds good. These guys are on their way in over here. This will solve that. We will solve that ourselves. We need to get that Crownland. If I can get these guys selected. There we go. And in we go. Cool. There are still rebels, of course, and we are not quite to 50%. We need to continue to convert. That will help a lot as we get these conversions done. So these guys are going to come in over here, these guys over to here, and get these two taken care of. Should not be a problem in either case. How much manpower are we gaining per month? 5,000? Okay, sure. That's absolutely fine. We're getting a lot of manpower. Breton Separatists, huh? Okay. So we're going to send these guys down over there. No problem. We win this fight, and we're going to come down over here next. Cool. So we've just about got this dealt with at this point. This round of rebels, anyway. And we can always raise up more troops if we need to. We do have more rebel uprisings always brewing. This is not surprising, but this is getting better. This is definitely improving. There's no doubt about that one. So we are occupying more territory. And winning these battles in theory anyway. Boy, what are we rolling here? We're not moving their morale at all. Okay, now we are. Cool. So we're going to head on in over there. These guys spawned up here. We'll send this force since it has more troops. We'll just head up over there. Cool. No real problem right now. We, of course, don't really need 3 units over here. I'm going to send one up over this direction. I'm just looking for a decent supply limit location, and that's one. I'm going to send another one of these up over this way, and this unit will remain down over here. In fact, this is a decent supply limit location, so that'll do just fine. Okay. So we win that, and we will take that back. These guys are, of course, taking control up here. That is to be expected. We will take back territory over this way. Fantastic. As I said, our struggles are going to be internal. No doubt about that one. We need to eliminate this army, and ideally have that before another rebel unit pops. We'll see. But our merchants aren't quite high enough loyalty yet. So we need a few more months, and we're probably going to have a rebel army pop before our merchant guilds are ready to seize Crownland. We did get a conversion done, and we'll get another one going. Fantastic. We can now seize Crownland. No pop there. That was a bit lucky, but our merchant guilds are... Oh, nope, there was one. Out over here? Okay. We'll send this force to deal with it, if they can come out here. There we go. Roxburghshire was converted. Sounds good. And we will continue to convert all of these. Working on our... Actually, we should sort by unity here. There we go. Fantastic. So they capped out over here. That's fine. we will continue to recap over this way. I wouldn't mind getting a third army raised over here, and let's go ahead and get that going. Okay, we had another rebellion up here. That is to be expected. We'll head on over. And that should be fine. Raising more troops is going to be important, of course. Decline of the merchant classes. Okay. Well, we can purchase a Splendor ability, and would any of these be good for us? We're planning on colonizing. State Edicts of Feudal de jure law for Unrest -5. What does it cost to put that edict in? An increase in state maintenance of 200%. Okay, good to know. I think for now, we're actually going to take the higher developed colonies. Like that. Cool. We're going to move these guys in over here. And at this point, we need to continue to take back these locations, bring this up to 4 cavalry and 16 infantry. That should go. There we go. Cool. Rebels were successful up over here, but we are moving to deal with them. And they will be dealt with eventually. Okay, these guys are dealt with. And this army is raising up. Sounds good. We've got plenty of manpower. I'm not concerned about that. We're still basically sitting on our cap, so no problem there. We're nearing our maximum admin power. Okay, so what we want to do right now, we're nowhere near getting an admin tech because of our ahead of time. So what we're going to do is we are going to boost our stability if we can. We need 1848 for that. We just can't get that. Okay. I was hoping we'd be able to. Sadly, no such luck. That's fine. We'll be able to survive like this. But we are going to be capping our admin power, which means at this point that we should swap our focus when we can in 5 years over to dip power. When we went for admin power, I was thinking we'd have to make full cores on all of these. Nobles? I do not want to lose the stability right now. We cannot regain that stability. So that's definitely a concern. Equilibrium is 49.7. We need to bring the Merchant Guild equilibrium up, and we can do that, like so. Total navy size. Religion in Darfur. That's what we'll go for. Okay. A revolt out over here that we can deal with pretty easily. Fantastic. These guys have dealt with that revolt. And we just need to continue to take this territory over. So Darfur is the next one that we want to go for. So we'll just sort this by name quick and go to Darfur here. That's our C's and our D's. Okay. Darfur. Done. And that one gives us unity too, which is nice. Okay. We need a lot of religious unity. That is for sure. That is our primary weakness at this time. We're capped on admin power, and there's not a lot that we can do about that. So we need to kill these guys. And Roman particularists. They're very weak. And they're not our rebels, so I don't think that they count. Exactly. We'll see. Plague, huh? We'll pay for it. That's fine. So we'll eliminate these guys, take that back, no problem there. Our vassals should deal with those particularists. Okay, can we now do this? Fewer rebel-controlled provinces than one. Okay, so we can cap that back and that back. We're capping over here. And that should be fine. How are we doing here at this point? 32 more? That is improving. No rebellion there? I think we can seize Crownland. Yeah, okay. Fantastic. We'll seize that Crownland, and that will be just fine. So we'll grab that. We do need to work on getting our Crownland up higher. Our Crownland is low. But we'll work on bringing that up over time. That will be absolutely fine. It is time to put a cut in here, though, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to continue to suppress rebels here and just continue to get things converted over and built up. It's going to be a while before we're good to go on all of these fronts. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.